Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Jim and I are going to do a walk around the park here at the Oroville RC Park. And good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
And he's going to explain to you what is going on out here.
Okay.
This is mostly for the all the new subscribers that have joined up and are now watching the channel, and to catch you up on what's going on. Go ahead, Jim.
To start off with, what we started with, a couple of us were going to play with our crawlers out here in the backyard. We decided to make a small backyard RC crawler course. And it started out with the creek that you'll see running through the center of the park, all the way down to the recirculating pool behind you here. And from there, we created this series of mountains out of the spoils from the creek here. And the wife and I built the suspension bridge, which has been rebuilt several times. And then we had some dirt brought in, and that dirt created this mountain with the railroad tunnel running underneath that's now abandoned. And you see some rock slide and that kind of action happening there. Don't want to run a train through there. There's been logging on this hill. You can see the logs and various trees. Hobby Lobby had a sale on the little tiny Christmas trees, and that made our pine forest for us. Then we've been creating a hard surface sidewalk or road, the ring road, that'll go around the outside periphery of the park. And every once in a while we'll set up the concrete mixer and mix up a batch of concrete, and we've got this all formed up here, and the rest of the road has been kind of prepped so that we can just move the forms and keep making the ring road.
This is another 118-foot pour. The first section was 116?
116.
116.
So,
and it took us 4 pours?
5.
5 pours to complete that. So that's 5 days out here. We'd pour a little section, then go on to the next time.
And as we've gone along, we've made rock piles to crawl on. This rock pile is really great for the 1/24th, 1/18th scale. Over there in the center of the mountain, you can see we have solar lights, so this is all well lit at night. We can come out and run vehicles at night, or I just made sure that nobody'd come out here and stumble and not see the
Obstacles.
obstacles. Yeah.
You're welcome.
This is the end of the solar recirculating creek, and it's come up, and we're working on building a waterfall. That'll be the end of it.
Get my shadow out of
This
there.
is the end of the pipe that we've got buried, and we'll set that up so that it cascades down the steps, and that's all run by a solar pump.
Cool.
All of this is for drainage, which we really need a lot of during the winter time. It gets really wet out here.
That right there was an old building site. In fact, that building right there was down there. Now it's up on this mountain.
We have the church on the hill.
Yeah.
And we have our
More solar lights.
solar light and our deal for the Brazil Jesus on the hilltop. Right now this is all nice and green, just as natural early spring. But I've been trying to plant grass in this one area, so that we had one area that was a natural, nice lawn. And it seems like the weeds really like it. And all of these mountains that you see, other than the one that we had dirt brought in, they're all spoils out of holes that we've dug in various places and doing various things. my wife has a whole bunch of raised garden beds over here. And as happens, they shrink a little bit in the dirt every year. So we're using our trommel, our dirt separation deal here, to create garden soil. So we're just taking the soil that we have all over the place, and it has a lot of small rocks. That's typical of what's in a load of soil. So we use the trommel and the hopper to separate out the rock and create a very fine soil, which then makes my wife happy when we put it into the flower beds.
Yep.
And we have the finer, the medium coarse, and then the very coarse. And the very coarse we use to line the creek bed so that we have just a rocky appearance in that. This is the areas that we have poured. As Darrell had mentioned, there's not only have we done the road, but we've also done the pad and the deck for the trommel loading and concrete.
It's a nice area to work.
Nice area to work, even when it's wet. Once we have finished our pouring and everything, we're going to paint or coat the cement in a black material, and then we'll put stripes in the middle of the road. And that way it'll look more like a road than a sidewalk.
This here was a test paint area.
Yep. This is our materials yard, 3-bay shop, and right now all of our construction that we're using for the concrete work and for a variety of different projects that we have going on, that's where we're keeping it. This is the pond, the receiving pond for the solar recirculating creek.
For the waterfall.
For the waterfall.
Yeah.
And between Hilmar and Billy, they've been the ones building the bridges.
We got a lot of bridges out here.
Yeah, a lot of bridges, and more to come. That's kind of one of the fun things to do.
I see 6 bridges, 7, 8 bridges out here, counting the crawler bridges.
And down here we have
9 bridges, excuse me.
Spiral of death to get up to the bridge. Come across the bridge and go down the netting for our crawlers. And that can be a fun, challenging thing to run on.
Yeah.
Underneath the tarp, we're keeping some of our dirt drier so that we have something to work with here in the wetter part of winter or spring. Over here we have our sand and gravel. Two-bay. And we found a bunch of gutter guard that makes a really great chain link fence. And then Billy, our fabricator, has been making us all kinds of gates and fences. Roller gate on this one. He's quite the metal fabricator.
That there's decomposed granite. That is really fine black rock, really fine stuff, crushed. We use that for all kinds of stuff. And then we got the pit to go where a lot of these other mountains came from. Heading over there right now. So these guys are going to be screening dirt today, is what you're going to be watching. The pit is still pretty muddy and wet.
Now the pit, as it is now, is 54 feet long and at its widest 28 feet. Down here at its very bottom, which is still full of water from the rains, it's 5 feet deep. And we cleaned out the original part of the pit and then ran out of dirt. So we opened up and went much larger last year.
Yeah.
And we still got quite a bit of dirt to pull out of there. We ran a drainage ditch that goes down through the hillsides here.
This ditch keeps the pond or the pit from totally filling up to the top.
We're still lacking about 2 feet of drainage.
The rest of it we pump out with a trash pump.
Yep.
And it just goes down across the field over there.
And this side is the spoils out of the drain creek.
Yeah. What'd you call this ridge? Razorback Ridge?
Razorback Ridge.
Razorback Ridge right here. And then these 3 mountains here came out of the pit also.
And we've got a tunnel going underneath this one.
A tunnel for
bridge above it.
So all the water that lands and comes down this way, it comes under and goes down to that creek through that tunnel there.
Another solar light system.
And this is the covered bridge.
This is under construction still. We'll set up railing so that it kind of got a continuity to it, and we'll get it all painted up. This is all something that we've been working on here this fall and winter.
At one point the wind blew it over when we first put it out here. We had a hell of a wind going.
Oh yeah.
And it was all tipped over and stuff. We've improved on that since with the pillar blocks and 2x4, 4x4s there. And then we had a lot of dirt caving in because it was still soft, and now it's starting to firm up.
All of this is packed down enough now where people can go up and walk on it. And the bridges are designed so that they'll support people so that we can follow our vehicles around.
Perfect. And so that's about it, guys, for the park and what we've been doing. That's kind of an update of the progress. Spring is just arriving. It's March now, so better days coming. And eventually we'll be doing night shifts because it'll be so freaking hot out here.
Yeah.
So,
you know, and as we go along, we figure out different pieces of gear that we'd like to have. Some of it Billy is actually fabricating on his own. Some of it we're still buying from Tucon. What we've run into, though, is we have far more pieces of equipment than we have operators. So this is a situation where somebody that's close by to Northern California, give Darrell a call, message him, and let him know, and we'll make arrangements to get together and do a dig. That's an open invitation. So that's something to think about.
yeah, sounds good. So until things, everybody else shows up, we will go on standby, finish setting up the screening plants and all that, and then we'll get back on. We done, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys, we are going to start screening some dirt here, material. This is Jim's loader. He's running. We've got a truck down here to catch the heavies. Coming out the end of the barrel there. So he feeds it into the hopper. Feeds out on a belt onto the conveyor belt. Goes into the hopper here. And that auger pushes it through into the drum. And then the drum screens out the large and small and fines, and that's how that works. So this is the fine section, and the bigger holes are the medium section, and this is the larger stuff coming out the barrel. And the giant stuff gets grizzlied off the top of that hopper there. Those great big rocks. Just Jim and I out here still right now. But we got enough dirt stockpiled here to last probably 2 to 3 hours. So we've got to get started on it. I think the other guys are probably going to do some road work until this pile gets down a little bit. And then they can start hauling some more material up here. And then I have a doctor's appointment today, so I won't be here too much. I gotta leave here at 11:30. Bone density test. How much we've made in just what, two scoops, 3 scoops? You always get more fines than you get anything else. That's why the fine pit is bigger in size than the other pit and then the other bays here. Then we need to fix this board, boss. It's gonna be a nice day today, I think.
That storm is coming in as a cold front. So tomorrow the high is going to be 55. Today it's supposed to be 70.
Yeah, I guess there's a 100% chance of rain tomorrow. Today's Tuesday. I think 100% chance of rain tomorrow, I believe is what the weather said. So now that everything's getting nice and dry, we get to start all over again with the drying. Been a good winter.
We've actually gotten a chance to get out more than I think we would have.
Yeah.
We've had some dry spells. And I think if we get the ring roads finished this year, then next winter will be a lot easier. We'll have concrete all the way around.
Right.
I still like to do a concrete pad over the 2 bench.
He's talking about that shop right there. He wants to put a concrete pad under that shop like we did the 3-bay right here. We also put lights in them shops this year. So during night shift we'll have we'll have them all lit up and looking kind of cool. Too cool for school, man. We've got that hopper door shut down on the front of that thing right there.
This is what he's talking about right here.
Yeah.
This goes up and down, And it's keeping the stone size of locking up the auger and the trommel from going through.
It also slows down the feed going into the hopper. Because before, with the door wide open, it was jamming up the auger. So by closing that door down all the way, kind of resolved that pretty much. So that's how much we've made in the last few months. Screens out quite a bit of fines. Hilmer must be here. I hear the dogs. Yeah, it's got quite a bit of dirt in it. It feeds out slower, but in the long run it goes smoother because the trommel isn't jamming up. So I think it's paying off.
Yep.
Time-wise.
It's a lot easier on the operator too. I guess I'm trying to get a big clear.
It's time to clean out a bay. So I get to play just a little while before I leave. I can tell by the sound when it stops. Like right now, it stopped.
Well, the other auger stopped.
Oh, the barrel stopped.
Well,
Just give it a spin. There you go.
try to something up, I guess.
Look at that, Oliver. We got advertisement going for you today. One of your shirts.
True kind rule.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Well, I just got back from getting my bone scan, and not much has happened since I left. They didn't do any filming. The only thing that's really happened is that stockpile up on top has gotten smaller. Anyway, I'm back. I'm going to clean out this bay down here.
around when you were born.
Sorry. Too busy babysitting everything here. Boss, you got a battery for this rig?
I have not.
Maybe not either.
No, I haven't put a battery in it yet.
It's dying. Do you have one?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
I need some gas. Petrol. Diesel. Something. Tesla Caterpillar runs on electric.
I think about when we get done here, I'll go home, I bring another load of dirt stuff.
As soon as you leave, the UPS truck will show up.
I know. That who brings it and brought the dumper, or
No, it was actually a little van.
I don't have the info. Usually that's what they do. They have like the little vans or something comes in.
Fire 'em up!
Marno!
Tight fit. Fire 'em up.
I think I'll order that hydraulic trommel.
Are you? You got a kit or is it already built?
It's a kit. It's painted.
And it's belt fed.
Huh? It's a belt loader.
Process a lot more stuff with it.
It would probably go through it twice as fast.
At least.
Especially when it's dry, they that was the process real quick.
Well, I'm gonna do something even if it's wrong.
Like that, they can't get it up to until they get the oil.
I got oil. For your new tractor?
Yeah, to take that special oil or whatever.
What?
Kind of like what you put in the train.
Oh, for the smoke.
Yeah.
We don't have to run the smoke.
to get bad.
Guys, we are going to finish this video up. He's going to finish up that little bit of dirt right there. Run it through the plant. Clean everything up. It'll be 4 o'clock. It's almost a little after 3 right now. So we're going to call this video good. See you later, Billy. Later. Guys, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.